Well, short in the Qs, but this candle right here washed me out a lot of my my shorts. What we have showing up here is looks like a bunch of Darvas boxes is what's happening, and what looks to be like one showing up here. With these showing up here, looks like this is going to go sideways. This candle here washed me out a little bit. I still have some shorts. If you look at on-balance volume and the advanced decline line, you're going to see that this is nothing to go long on. You know, you've got this going up like that. Meanwhile, you've got this coming down, and that's the advanced decline line, and then you've got on-balance volume coming down here too. That divergence there doesn't make you want to go long. So, but this candle here washed me out. So this is what I did. I ended up increasing my shorts with Walgreens boots. Let's go to, this is where it's coming down. It's got a nice trend line, and we're bouncing off the top of this trend line here. That looks good. Take a look at this compared to the S&P. How are we doing? It's about coming down about the same as the S&P. Let's look at the 1 year. I think it's, yeah, on the 1 year, you've got the S&P way up here, and Walgreens boots is really not faring well against that. Although I don't see strength in the market in general, there is one sector that's doing really well. This here is a scatter chart that shows the underlying base is the S&P, and then it's got all the sectors lined up against it. And if we take a look at the 1 year, the 5 year range, if we go to the 5 year range, you can see here that technology pretty much rules. But as you can tell here at the end, technology has been suffering. We all know that. If we take a look at the 1 year, you see where technology falls off. There it is, falling off. But this one's taken off, and that's energy. All right, so let's take a look at the energy sector. Look at the screens here. I've got a screen here to see for bullish patterns. Bullish positions, rather. And what we want to do is we want to go to descriptive, and we want to go to the sector, and we want energy, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this. And what we have here is Laredo Petroleum. IBD, we see that LPI, Laredo Petroleum, is ranked first in its group. So that kind of confirms what we saw in our scan. Laredo Petroleum, it looks like it's overextended. It's probably not a good entry point. You know, this is where it was last night when I was evaluating. It was right here, just above 100. But if we go to the weekly chart, it looks like the high here is 99.26, as you see right there. And then you come back to the daily, and you see that the high yesterday was 101.95. That's not a bad entry point when you start looking at it as a brand new high here. And that's what I did. I entered here. Today, the opening was 100.42. It's climbed up. It's retracted some today, but right now, I've got about a 3% gain for the day. That's getting investment about 10% of my portfolio into the energy sector since it looks so good in that scatter diagram. I didn't look for an entry point. With ETFs, I'm not as discerning about entry points. And especially when you look at this, XLE Financials, it's got a 2.8%, 2.85% dividend. I can expect that 2.85 dividend in the end.